Hey, it's Anita here again, the head, heart and hands behind the Anita Chaperon jewelry brand. And today I bring you a very special bracelet that I just finished this weekend. It's taken me several evenings of working on it, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. And it is entirely made of copper with the supplement of a few green peridots that I'll talk about in a moment. What I wanted to do with this design was very crystal clear. It doesn't happen very often to me, but I just had a vision of it. In fact, one morning as I was waking up, and then I went ahead and just executed. So usually the design kind of unveils itself as I start working on a piece. But this one I was crystal clear. I wanted to recreate metal as if it was water, because to me, one of the main reasons why I love working with metal, and copper to be very specific with copper, is because it is so pliable. It's made of energy just like all of us, and when you heat it up, it actually turns almost as soft as like a pasta sheet. And then you harden it and it becomes all rigid the way we all know metal to be. But true to my nature of wanting to create designs that are juxtaposing, that put two different kind of concepts together, I wanted to create water with metal, just so that I can show that we're all made of energy and we can all be tough or soft, wavy or brittle or rigid or even extremely sharp, like some of these corners, which by the way don't actually hurt you. That was tough to create, but and because we're all made of energy, we can be kinder to each other, but also we can know that we've got the power to adjust to whatever the situation requires for us. So yes, and the kind of the chainmail part of the bracelet, which is made to continue the water analogy or the water representation, because it's also fluid and flexible and completely malleable, right? That actually had a functional kind of element to it, because as I'll show you in a second, this part is meant to be worn on the underside of the hand, which is a lot gentler, and then obviously when you're leaning on a table you don't want to hurt yourself, while this part over here is, as you can see, it's quite rigid and stiff and very imposing. So yeah, the peridots that I've chosen, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing correctly because peridot is a French word probably, and it should be peridot. So the peridots are green, but they are actually meant to symbolize. I've turned into French speaking person now. They're meant to symbolize the theme of growth, renewal and prosperity, which is also the essence of water. Anyway, enough about me talking about the theory behind this. I want to show you, so I'm not going to be able to do this directly on camera because I have to actually support my arm when I put this on, but you can see, as you can see, the clasp is here, and it's a very straightforward clasp insertion of inside here, and then you just help it inside and then it sits in. So this is basically how you put it on, right? But I'm going to do this off camera because of course I can't do it all the way down there. And you can see that I'm definitely operating behind the camera, and it's taken me 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000 seconds, 3 seconds to put it on, as you can see, right? And so this is what I was describing a little bit earlier. This is the part that you're going to be wearing on the inside, so when you lean on it, it's completely comfortable. And then this over here is how the bracelet would look, and I can't actually skew my hand this way, but yes, please make sure that you check out the direct link in the show notes of the video so you can see some of the stationary pictures of what this would look like in real life, well, in static real life. But as you can see, it's quite comfortable at the moment. As I'm bumping the camera again, it's sitting quite low on my wrist, but it also depends on your wrist size as well. Again, in the listing on my website, you'll find the actual size of the circumference of the wrist, and then if you need it slightly adjusted, I'm sure we can make a little bit of an adjustment to the size of the thing. And then, as I mentioned, you could choose to wear this one, the spike up towards this end, so you're inverting it pretty much 360. Yes, that's it. Right, that's it. And I am going to attempt to remove it on camera without bumping the camera. Yes, that's it. Done. Ta-da! The full listing is again on my website. You know where to find me. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do to my channel, because this is the only way to find out when new jewelry gets released. And since I only make one of each, when it's gone, it's gone. So the quicker you find out, the more chance you get to get it. Ta-da! Enough self-promotion. Bye-bye.